Hi, Traci Bogan, Dreampreneur. In my travels around the world and in my workshops and programs, I hear a lot about people who don't have enough time or don't have enough money to do something in their life that they really want to do. In fact, just recently in launching my new coaching and accountability program, Mapping Your Big Goals and Dreams, I heard it 3 times in one day. Oh gosh, Traci, that would be so great. Or, I would love to do it. Or, oh my God, that's exactly what I've been looking for. But I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, so I can't. Well, I have bad news for you. This is the belief that will always hold you back, keep you down, and keep you stuck. It's a habit that you've created and a story that you choose to keep living. And unless you make a conscious decision to change it, you are always going to be locked into being a dreamer versus a dreampreneur. And we all know these. A dreamer is one who has the disease called somedayitis. They have lofty goals, big dreams, and exciting aspirations that they intend to pursue someday. But for most, like in the dictionary, death day always comes before someday. On the other hand, a dreampreneur is one who has the unrelenting will to set, commit to, and achieve their big goals and dreams and live an empowered life, despite their fear, obstacles, and opposition. A dreampreneur will always find a way and do whatever it takes to make it happen if it's important enough to them. The decision is yours to be a dreamer or a dreampreneur. And there is no one to answer to, no one to be accountable to, but you. So at least be honest with yourself about why you are stuck and why you don't have the time or why you don't have the money to do something that you want to do in your life or for your family. Not enough time or not enough money are simply excuses, and they're habits that you've created by the choices and the decisions that you've made in your life this far. I mean, when I moved to Hawaii with $800 in my pocket, I didn't have the money, I didn't have the know-how, but I had a dream, and I knew why, and failure was simply not an option. And 10 years later, when I decided to leave Hawaii to follow my dream to go backpacking around the world, again, I didn't have the money, I didn't have the resources or the know-how, but I had the why, I had the dream, and failure simply was not an option. It's the same thing when I went to college at age 36, or wrote the bill that became law for the state of Wisconsin, or wrote a book. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the know-how, but I had the why, I had the dream, and failure simply was not an option. I went on a spending freeze because it was so important to me to achieve this. I brown bagged it for lunch, made a pot of spaghetti last for a week, gave up my cell phone, gave up the internet, used the library for computer and internet, sold my plasma clear across the country. I dog walked, I house sat, I collected aluminum cans, collected scrap metal. None of these things were fun, none of them were fast, and none of them were easy. But all of them was worth it to afford me the dream. It was about living my dream. When you keep your eye on the why, the what doesn't matter and the how will show up. And the same is true for you. When you get the unrelenting will to accomplish something in your life, when you're committed to changing, when you're committed to transforming and shifting in your life, you will, when you're willing to do whatever it takes and rise above your fears, obstacles, and oppositions to get what you want, that will transition you from being a dreamer to a dreampreneur. And there's good news. You can make that decision to change at any time of any hour of any minute of any day. At any time, you can decide. You can decide. The choice is yours. So I invite all of you who say that you don't have the time or don't have the money to go out and do something, stop sitting on your butt and waiting for something to happen. Stop waiting for someone to hand it to you. Stop feeling that you're deserving of it without putting in any of the sweat equity. It's your turn to make it happen. It's your turn to become a dreampreneur. And if you don't know the way, make the way. If you want it bad enough, you will find the way. It is your turn to dream it, plan it, live it, and I hope that you do.